Well, somehow it just hit me that we are basically with, 15, 16 days left until the end of this year. And so it then leads to or begs the question of, okay, we're about to leave this year and go into the next one. How about we think about the things that we're going to be taking with us? If we've not yet met before, my name is Lydia. Hi, and I am all about helping women to flow in their purpose, find their genius, and do so unapologetically. When it comes to this idea of the habits and the patterns, the things that you're going to take into the new year, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story. um, so, it is very prevalent with those of us, including myself, so I speak of me, where we tend to overthink or we tend to I talk about zombie glasses a lot. We tend to have this feeling of just everyone's out to get me. There's things going on. I don't think I can control this, or I feel very uneasy or very insecure. Those kinds of things. That is very much something I'm aware of. That's been a part of my life, and as a result, I know from experience that it then shifts the trajectory of what's possible. It means we can even go all the way back to high school. I was just reminded when I was in high school and I was applying to colleges, I started an application to Cornell University. And if you're not familiar with Cornell University, it's a very prestigious, wonderful school. And I didn't finish the application, did the interview, seemed to be going well, but I didn't finish the application because I was too afraid of being rejected. So my insecurity in that moment was I'm going to disconnect from the possibility of it moving forward. So then that way it's just, hey, at least that way I'm not disappointed, which is unfortunate because as a habit, I didn't really fully understand it until later, until recently, that process, that habit, that pattern of something is going well. Oh, okay, let me step away from it. Something is going well. Oh, okay, let me step away from it. If that is a familiar pattern or a familiar habit to you, let's talk about it in the comments. Let's normalize the fact that we have the choice in some cases of creating some really positive habits and patterns. And then there are some that just feel like they've been with us since we were walking and talking. Nevertheless, regardless of when it started, regardless of how it how it came to be and how it currently shows itself, we get to choose what we do with it. Okay. I think that's the most important thing for us to understand is that whatever habits, what the habits that we choose and the patterns that we choose to take into the next year, if they've not served us up to this point, you need to tell them to pack their bags and they can go. And if it is one where you feel like, I really do not know how to function outside of this, I don't know what other options are, I say this to you. Be willing to take a look at your mindset, meaning look at the way that your mind is processing things. Like I said, zombie glasses, very much a thing in my world. And I'm grateful that now I actually have a language and I have awareness of it to be able to step back and go, okay, I can see what's happening there versus being caught in that spiral of everything is falling apart. I'm not going to try. It's too difficult. What if, what if, what if, right? Um, there's a really amazing song by Matthew West, if you've not heard it, called What If? And he's talking about living this life where all you see with every single chapter of your life story is what ifs. That is a habit that we can choose to do differently. That is a habit that we can let go of to then take on a new one, right? So if you are in a place where you're going, I'd like to change those habits. I'd like to think differently about what happens next. and not sure where to start, first off, always know that you can message me. So if you're on the YouTubes, then you can click on the links for Facebook or Instagram. I believe my email is also there. Reach out to me. Let's talk. I'm more than happy to help you with figuring out what can be a potential fit and help for you. I'm not a therapist by any stretch of the imagination, but I am someone who cares. And I know that when you shine, the world is brighter. And for me, end goal is that we're all shining. The other piece, if you're going, I like to be able to dive into something that's going to help, I highly recommend Big Think Revolution. Put that link in the caption. You can check that out. For me, that was a really phenomenal turning point, especially for this year, to help me to see just how blessed and limitless and called and chosen and destined I am. And it then allowed for a whole lot of habits to then begin to show up so then I can make a choice of what to do with them. So those are two potential ways. So reaching out to me, we can figure out and see if there's some helps and good fit for you that's out there. Second is checking out Big Think for sure. And just know this, you get to choose what you take into the next year. So I hope and pray that you choose wisely. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.